Welcome to session 26 of Ellseworld. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome. We're going to get right into it after some character introductions, then I'm going to do a bit of a recap because it's been a little while since we played. But if you want to see some more recap stuff, all the other episodes are on YouTube, so you can go check that out now. And we'll get straight into introducing our players, starting with the lovely person on my right.
Cam is paused out.
My cam is paused. Oh no. I'll sort that out while you do your character introductions.
All right, hello. Don't look at the DM. I'm Kane.
I'm frozen.
I am playing Reed Bogwater. They are a fairy, although not a fairy like how you think they look. They look like a lizard with leaves for wings. They're a druid, that's right. And their art, I remember how to do this, which you can see scoobling around somewhere down there, was done by Said Idiot. Find them on Instagram, also known as Anna Obrucker, I think on Twitter. And we were asked a question this week.
You were, but I forgot to ask it. But
Ask
once
me
again, if your character could or would be envious of another party member's attribute or anything like that, what would they be most envious of in the party?
Reed's optimism means they're probably envious of many things of other people, but they view it more as admiration. I think of anyone, they're probably most envious of Rodeo's ability to control a conversation and be sort of a leader figure. I think that's something Reed would love to do, but they are small and irritating, so are regularly ignored. I don't know where I came up with that character idea.
Hello. My name's Dan. I'm going to be playing Quinn. They're a changeling enchantment wizard with art done by the wonderful Michaelis Moshu, Michaelis_Moshu on socials and stuff. Go check them out. They do amazing art. They also do loads of NSFW art, which is also quite good. More than quite good, even. I'm just poop. I spent too much of my energy making everyone laugh in the fucking pre-game. It was great.
We've been pre-gaming this for 3 hours.
Quinn, I think the thing Quinn would probably be most jealous of is Reed's ability to turn into animals. Being a shape changer, they've not been able to master or even be a novice at turning into animal forms yet, and it is probably something that they have always wanted and aspired to and may come true later in the campaign. Thanks. Yeah.
Sweet.
Take it away.
Hi, everyone.
Wait, hang on now, Tom. Wait, Tom's cam is completely gone now.
Gone. Yeah, I've just noticed my camera's turned off.
The shadow.
There's no blue ring on it. Well, I'm here all the same. Ooh, it's about 7:56. I don't know, maybe it's
exactly 7:56.
Yeah. Cool.
You're so good at this.
I did, yeah. I did do a fucking year of time studying. I'm Tom. Can you see me again?
Yeah, I think you might be visible.
Yay!
Woo! I'm Tom, if you'd believe it.
And you're visible. And nice and zoomed in again.
Yeah. Nice and zoomed in. I'm going to be playing Appleby Oakwood. Yeah. He is made of soil. And
plenty more you gotta do.
Yeah, that's kind of it. He's a bard, and he's made of soil.
What's the MD
His
most?
artwork is done by. Don't
Sorry.
prompt me.
Sorry.
His artwork is done by Joaz JPEG. You can find them on Reddit. That's where I found them. But they're probably also all over the place elsewhere making fun art. Appleby is probably most envious of Quinn's ability to change their face and their appearance completely. I don't leave it at that. We'll skip over hop, skip and jump over the goblin.
Oh yeah, because you're still listening in. Hi, hello, I'm Jams. Happy Year of the Dragon. This year,
Happy.
For the rest of the year, I will be playing Rodeo, the Dragonborn gunslinger. She's a big, mean cowboy with a gun. Big, mean cowboy machine, absolutely. The art for her, which you'll see appearing down in the doobly-doo at some point, was done by Surline and Salaka, who you can find on Tumblr and Instagram. If you don't know how to spell that, don't worry, neither do I. There's a full list of all of our artists and how you spell their usernames down in the website description on our Twitch page as well, so you can go and find them all there. I think Rodeo would be most envious of Quinn's diplomacy skills. Like Quinn is partly because they are like of noble blood and they've got experience, but also because they are a shape changer and are very easily able to like get into a different character and get what they want out of a conversation with other people and get information. I feel like Rodeo is she's good at getting what she wants, but she's quite rough and ready when it comes to doing it like that. She's got one method of doing that, which is usually sticking a gun in someone's face. And it tends to work, but sometimes it might be nicer to do it without...
And some delicacy.
Yes, exactly. The delicacy and the tact that she's seen Quinn exercise with other people is... I think she's found that quite impressive and quite useful.
Wasn't that nice? That one turned out really nice and wholesome because you all just said about things that are nice about each other's characters.
Wait, Goblin.
Oh, the Goblin!
Turn it back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Your goblin position has been revoked.
Yeah.
Goblin!
Turning
Of all
your
the
goblin
people I
gun.
expected to respect me, the goblin was the one.
Why any of them in this room?
Hello, I'm Jamie. I am playing Coroner. They're the Warforged Cleric. The art was done by Really Bad Weather _art. You can find them on most platforms, I assume. I don't care about them.
We love our artists very much. You all did a great job. We love
so
you.
sick. Charge more.
Thank you.
Coroner's probably the most envious of Reed's optimism and ability to not be annoyed by things. This Coroner can be a bit irritable. I wish they weren't.
Wasn't that a nice wholesome one? You all said some really nice things about each other's characters, and no one forgot about anything.
Influence the stream in various ways.
Yeah, speaking of not forgetting about things.
One fiddy bit, and you give us advantage or disadvantage, and that can also go to the DM, or 750 bits or a £5. You can go and give
Give us a £5
over to the DM or to us. If you want to pound any of the players, you can also do that on Patreon.
You can follow us on Patreon by giving us £5. You get in a poll every single time we play D&D. 2 polls in fact, one for when we one to give us either a nat 20 or a crit fail, or one to give us an advantage or a disadvantage. This week, fucking Jams advantage.
Oh, thank you very much.
Kane, Tom, roll.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it?
Could be.
Oh, I got 3.
Whoa!
Oh,
wait, is that a 3?
15.
Oh, it's a 15. I'm blind. I've got cataract.
Can we go
First answer.
Yeah, sure. No, that's Tom gets.
Tom, you got a crit fail.
Yeah, you got a crit fail. No, success.
Oh, that's fun.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 even?
I'm playing with a nat 20 is fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
You didn't need to say with a nat 20. to be honest. In any situation, that probably is a threat to all, including himself.
Ellie, you finally have permission to speak.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for that, and thank you to our Patreons for Patreoning and enabling us to do this.
Sticking it out despite everything.
Yeah. Speaking of sticking it out despite everything, this is Ellseworld. If you don't know what it is, go watch all the other episodes, and also look behind your ear. When we last saw our characters, they were being teleported away over to the Nemesis Cities, but going back a little bit before that, before we jump in there, our heroes have found themselves for a very long while in the city of the Golden Tooth after initially meeting in the small port town of Ria Priz, where they were pursued by some gallants and found some unlikely allies. While in the Golden Tooth, you had some drama with some gangs, as well as finding out a little bit more about the city's nobility through meeting Auriac Xanathu, the king's wizard, as well as Gideon Mizark, one of the king's sons, who shortly before your departure from the city invited you to a dinner party at his mansion in one of the uppermost parts of the city, the Golden Tooth. At this dinner, it was interrupted by his brother, who stormed in and announced that war had been declared in the kingdoms of Ontrath. The kingdom of the Zarath Republic has declared war on the kingdom to its south, the kingdom of Nargoli, from which both Quinn and Rodeo are from originally. As a staunch ally of Nargoli, the Dragon Kingdoms appear to be responding and mustering the Dragon Legions in response to this emerging threat. But as all this happened, you saw as a enormous group of strange floating figures appeared outside of the city and began to form into this giant flying sigil. As it progressed, you saw that these creatures were in fact Beholder and Beholderkin appearing outside of the city and attempting to get through what appeared to be an enormous shimmering shield of gold around the city. As a few of the Beholderkin broke through, being that you were in one of the upper parts of the city, you were actually assaulted by Beholderkin and managed to fend a few of them off as the dragons of the city en masse went to go face this Beholder threat and took it out. You also saw as some of the other defenses of the city were activated in this moment. As this concluded, Oriax swept down and took you to his manse to safety, where he enacted something you had asked him for a little bit earlier on in the campaign, a teleportation. As you discussed where to go, you thought it best to go to the easterly Nemesis City, known on the outside typically as Nemesis Alpha, but on the inside simply as the Nemesis City, due to its proximity to Azori's homeland, or supposed people, I should say. As you teleported there, you were met with a mysterious black cloud that seems to accompany the comings and goings of Thrall and your party members with them, as Coroner seems to be returned to your side here. But just before that, Coroner, you were taken to the Undermountain with the aid of Thrall. Outside a little run-down shop, a little doctor's office that simply says Dr. Gauze outside. You see Thrall sort of waiting there, gestures you to go inside.
I do so.
Cool. You do.
Enter. Where's Gorland?
See the familiar sight of his feet kind of resting on the desk at the other end of the room as you jingle in through the door, and yeah, you see him kind of like peer down. Ah, Coroner!
Hello. I just quickly dropping by. I'm heading out now, I believe.
Right.
For a while. I don't know when I'll be back.
He kind of folds up the newspaper, stands up, and kind of like comes over to. Oh, you coming back?
I hope so. At some point, I'm sure I'll return, unless the worst happens. But not much I can do about that. So I will see you again, and I'm sure before too long. But for now, this is farewell.
Right.
Keep yourself safe.
I will.
I'm on the tail of people who know of you.
Right.
There's a way I can remove you from their records, but it's going to take a bit of time.
His eyes kind of widen at that.
Well,
Thank you.
From what I can find, you're not named or anything. Just they know of something that's in the Undercity. So I think you're okay as long as you're careful.
I'll try to be careful.
Do your best. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for teaching me everything that I know, pretty much, that isn't spiritual. I'll be sure to bring you many souvenirs and knowledge of surgery unbeknownst to anyone.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. All right then. See you later.
Where you go first?
I'm not sure. I'd like to discuss with the group.
Right. Well,
Any messages you want me to send to anyone? I imagine we're going quite a few places.
yeah. And you see him go behind the desk, and like he writes out a little note, folds it up, and he gives it to you, and it is addressed to your maker.
Ah,
Yeah.
wonderful. Right, well, I have no idea if we're likely to head to Nemesis anytime soon. But if we do, we'll pop that by their office.
Thank you. He
Best of luck.
like, kind of awkwardly puts his hand on your shoulder as you're kind of turning to leave as well.
I put my hand on his hand.
Yep.
Cool. Right.
Goes.
leave.
Yeah. Kind of sees he's like just waiting there, sort of like slowly unfolds the newspaper.
Yeah.
Goes back to his desk.
Cool. As we teleport away, you just see bloodlines descend on.
That's where these guys were held up.
Like 20 kobolds pouring through the window. Like all the remaining monsters on the side.
As you are once again subsumed in the smoke of thrall, you are. Briefly, you feel like you once again enter the aura of the Golden Tooth, as it seems like you touch down for but a moment here, as then you see Thrall kind of twitch their head in this kind of sphere of smoke that you're both within, and then you are once again, you feel that kind of feeling of being whisked away somewhere else.
You can do that a lot!
As you feel this thing begin to diffuse around you, you find yourself in a very large room with your companions at your side, as you are all stepping off of a lit teleportation circle as you pour out into the hustle and bustle of what appears to be a very large warehouse in front of you, as you have just been teleported into an area known as Shift, a large building just outside the city of Nemesis. You look all around you and there are people everywhere here, most of them pouring in through a few of the gates dotted around this very large warehouse style room. As this teleportation circle begins to fade around you, you kind of manage to look around the room a little bit. You see on the opposite side of the wall a number of pens and stables which appear to have all manner of magical creatures within them. As you kind of look over this stable wall on the other side of the room, you see as hatches open in the walls, allowing these creatures and their riders out into the I think it was the evening, yes, and out into the evening sky. As you step off this plate, you are immediately met by a human figure in a large black robe that is trimmed in all white, who comes up to the group of you, looks at the lot of you. Welcome. I'm Docent Geranius. Welcome to the Nemesis Cities. What is your business?
Carter immediately throws up after like 2 teleports in a row. Just oil.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
One, I didn't know you could do that, and 2, I didn't know you were here.
Neither did I, and neither did I. Where is here? What did you just say?
Oh, yes, you're in the Nemesis City.
Yeah, so you're to
Which one?
East.
There is only one Nemesis City, and you're within it.
Which one?
East. Alpha.
Is that the one I need?
Is that, are you asking, is that the one you're built at?
Yeah.
No.
I'm at the wrong fucking one! Right,
Out of interest, what do you guys call the other city? Or do you just not acknowledge its existence whatsoever?
Yes, the other city.
Oh, just the other city. So you don't have like a name like we're just going down the road to, you know, Warehouseton or something. It's just the other city. Just pop into the other city.
There is only one Nemesis City.
Yeah.
Please, come with me.
There is no war in Bossing Say, there is only one Nemesis City.
as we walk, I just whisper, they don't really go to the other city. There's like, war.
There's no just popping down the road.
No, I think you'd be shot on sight if you tried.
Oh god.
Do we know the context behind that, other than just those 2 cities? I can't remember if we've been told previously about what the beef is, if any.
You know that there is a current ongoing civil war that has been going as long as anyone can remember between these 2 cities about who was the first one, which one is the real capital, and which one should be the rulers of the Nemesis Cities. It's gotten to a point that their sort of chosen member on the Council of Kings in Ontrath is a third-party impartial person that is basically a delegate that exists between these 2 cities.
Christ. If I were to look on a map,
Yes.
Or to ask someone not from here.
Yes.
What are the two cities called? Are they both just called Nemesis? Because this one's Nemesis Alpha.
It looks like how it does on the map.
It depends on where you buy your map from as well.
It does depend on where you buy. If you bought a map from here, it would say Nemesis, and then there'd be just another city there with no name.
Nice, okay, that's cool. I love that.
Just a big skull and crossbones.
Sorry, what was your name again? Docent.
Docent is my title.
Yes,
my name is Geranius.
Docent Geranius.
Oh.
Right.
Yes, if you would please come with me, you must sign your NDAs before entering the city.
Oh, of course. What is the NDA for and against?
Oh, there we go. I've got a copy of it here. There you are.
Oh,
I got the fucking
physical
paperwork.
props.
Woo!
Cool.
Sorry.
So I'll read it out as well. It is a simple but brutal document that is handed to you. It says, welcome to the one and only Nemesis City, capital of the Nemesis Peninsula and home to the world's finest artifice and artificers. By order of the Nemesis Master, Artificer General and Forge Lord Eliza Hallstrom, you are hereby allowed entry as long as the following conditions are met. Condition the first, you must and will not speak, inform, or in any other way convey any information about this city, its people, creations, or buildings to anyone other than the residents of this city. Condition the second. You must abide by any other NDA signed within the city limits by a citizen of this city or visitor. Stipulation the first. While outside the city, you may discuss the city only with a citizen or another holder of an NDA from this city. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Nemesis City and remind you that these contracts are enforced by Maroots, who will punish any breach of contract.
Can Quinn roll history to see if they know what Maroots are? Because Dan does, and Dan's afraid.
Yeah, absolutely roll history for
How
that.
are you spelling the root?
Marut.
You have to tip your hat when you say
Dabby
it.
Dozy, 21.
21. You know something of Maroots. It is some old lore that you think you just passed by in a textbook at some point, but you remember reading that they are magical enforcers of laws and contracts. Typically, when a contract is signed and enforced by a Maroot, a copy of the contract is held within its body, and if the contract is breached, these creatures will come out to enforce the punishments for breach of contract.
Oh, okay.
I'll just open it. Oh, wait, is it an action?
Yeah, you would also know that they reside typically on the lawful planes of existence,
Can I have a little
including the hells.
NDA as well.
Absolutely, yeah. You see as he
Is there any small print?
You see, as he brings you across the shift to a place where the NDA is signed, because you came in with a teleport circle, you seem to be getting some kind of like VIP treatment here. You do see queues of other people who have come in by other means of transport, going to sort of less private desks that are manned by some sort of almost like border control type people. But as you see as Docent Dranius leads you over to this desk, he is flanked by two enormous Warforged figures. These both live up to their name. These are constructs forged for war. As you approach this desk, heavily guarded, Docent Dranius turns back to look at the lot of you and please, if you would all sign your contracts. You see as 6 contracts lie before you. Actually 7, because Azori's here as well.
I just signed that one. Legit.
Yes,
I have a question.
absolutely.
Yep. So, you know how we can only talk about stuff like this place with other people with an NDA?
Yes.
How do I identify someone else with an NDA? Do we get like a tattoo?
I think it'd be best to ask them before talking about the Nemesis Cities.
What if they lie? Am I liable for that? Or because people lie a lot, I found out.
I suppose you'd better make sure.
So,
All right.
was it just about like the things that we see here or the things that we do? Like, if I go to a really nice restaurant and I'm, back at home, could I say like, oh, you should go here? Or is it all hush hush?
I think it's pretty plainly listed in the contract.
The Nemesis TripAdvisor is like members only.
So what I'm hearing is what happens in the only Nemesis City stays in the only Nemesis City.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to ask, the contract doesn't go into detail about what the ramification would be in breach of contract.
It would depend on the nature of the breach.
Okay. So say I were to talk with someone about the nice time I had in Nemesis City.
That'd be a fairly minor breach. You may be fined or imprisoned.
Right, okay. Share. I don't have a writing utensil. Oh, there we go.
Radio hands you a pen.
Their fingers are pen.
As you are sort of just absorbing this room as your fellow party members sign the contract, you see, as you kind of look a bit closer into this wall of pens, and you see, while you do see magical creatures, certainly you see another rhinosaur, a griffin, a battle cat, things like this. As you look closer, not all of these things are biological. Many of the creatures are in fact warforged or warforged-esque constructions in the mimicry of creatures. But some hold forms that you are completely unfamiliar with. You see a large mechanical bicycle with thick wheels and a long handlebar. You see a four-wheeled carriage that seems to be pulled by no horses. And you also see a small round-shaped craft with what appears to be the bones of an umbrella atop it.
These motherfuckers got cars and that top of
Sick. Motherfucker, I exist, and you're wondering about cars.
Yeah, oh, I've had a car in D&D before.
As you're also just sort of stood in this room, Coroner, you certainly noticed this first, but floating around the room are a few things that at first sort of trigger you as you're reminded of the eyes that followed Appleby back initially, as these things sort of hover around in a similar manner. But you soon kind of lock in and you see that these are something altogether different. And something you would actually have at least have vague memories of from your time in the other Nemesis City. But you see these strange little trinkets, oddities, cogs, floating in the sky. You see a hammer that has a set of mechanical wings bolted to either side of it, flapping around the roof of this room, clanging into beams, and then you watch as it bounces into a hovering gyroscope that emits an angry-sounding hum, and then it spirals off, and you see as a rocket-powered wrench just speeds around the room, lightly tapping things as it slows down and just sort of boops little things. And you see as just nearby it taps the end of a broken pencil, which is repaired before your eyes. You see on that same desk a small mechanical dragon that is being fed scraps of paper, which cause it to glow red hot before it ejects a perfectly rolled, clean piece of scroll paper. As you see these weird magical oddities floating around the room, you know that these are called the devices. They are manifestations of this city's artifice, and they are the dreams of magically inclined tecnho-arcane people who simply cannot help but to create.
Nice.
Appleby is sort of looking over the contract as I am, and Rodeo, I can't tell what you've signed this as, first of all. So that will be something that Appleby will maybe speak to you about later. But unrelated to that, Appleby's going to give this back to the man and say, I won't be signing this.
Then you won't be able to come in the city.
Hold your tongue. And I sort of fold out my jester's privilege, hand that to him, give him my coin and my badge.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Please do well.
It's the 3 looks like my parents.
3 months. 2 of them were joined at least.
Persuasion.
It's a 16.
16? I mean, you don't have to sign the contract, but you just can't come in the city. Thank you.
That's not how this is supposed to work.
This document I have here,
Have you seen one of these?
Yes, while people may not take your word seriously,
of course, never.
they also might, and we can't be having that.
Believe me, give us 5 minutes and you'll fully understand. No one will take his word seriously.
You would deny
Yes.
your city the pleasure of rolling around in this mouth.
And I'll get like really close up to him.
Yep.
Give me just an intimidation check.
Please use your nat 20.
Come on, can you imagine?
No, I won't do that. But it is a 21.
21.
That's quite a
Yeah.
I like it.
Perhaps we could form a new contract. A jester's contract.
He means go for it.
Appleby stays very silent for just a moment. Puts his hand out to be shaken.
Is this you agreeing to the contract?
Jester's contract.
Would you like to see the contract first?
I will agree to a jester's contract.
Just give me one moment. And you see as he
Appleby stays very still with his hand out.
goes off to another room, comes back out with a very similar looking piece of paper that has one correction amended to it that just clearly denotes this as a jester's contract.
Otherwise, exactly the same.
Otherwise, it's exactly the same, yeah.
Perfect.
Hand stays out.
He'll put a bit of pen on the end of your finger,
What?
and then he's going to kind of tap the paper to your finger to sort of try and get your fingerprint.
If there's any indication that he's about to like shake my hand,
Yeah.
Also, good luck getting a fucking fingerprint.
you got like a dust.
Buddy, why have you got a contract just with dirt on it? I promise you it was a card.
You see that bit where he says it's a jester's contract? He asked for that.
He said it was binding.
Would you sign this?
You've got to do the thing. No.
It's very funny.
Oh.
Too slow.
He clicks his fingers, and the two Warforged either side of him just take a step forward. Please sign the contract.
I sign it in the most extravagant fucking way you can imagine. Yeah, can I?
Fucking Christ.
Beautiful, perfect.
Cool. So with you all having signed the contract, Appleby signing his special jester's contract.
Laws on magic and flying within the city.
Do what you want.
Fantastic.
You kind of fly around the roof of the room. You kind of like bang into the hammer as it begins to like chase you around a bit.
Concussive crash.
How large are the hammers compared to me?
Bigger than it's the size of a standard hammer. This bit. So yeah.
Less than hammers.
This place is terrifying.
Would you like to ride on my broom?
Oh my god. Just cling to the front of it.
I'm going like half speed with you.
Cool. Yeah. You kind of
I'm not used to flying.
traversing through this enormous warehouse. You're all signed and happy.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Signed.
Docent, before we leave, have you ever been
Yes.
outside the city?
Um,
Sorry, no, Docent's not your name. Sorry, Geranium.
I've been to a few places. Yes.
Oh yeah, do you want to go? You want to go over to that other continent? You know, the one that's far away.
Oh no, not for me. I don't think.
Oh, there's more of me there.
Oh, still not for me. I don't think.
All right, never mind. Not on the list. Let's go.
That was easy.
As we walk away, I will address these two Warforged and just say, "Swim flow where you can, protected with death where you must, and move away."
Cool. They both just stand there sort of passively, don't seem to acknowledge it.
Alright, fuck it then. God bless your friend.
As you all sign the contract, Docent kind of collects them all up and gestures you to travel with him through the shift.
Is it beautiful?
No.
Oh,
Not at all.
God.
It's not a name.
We say we all signed the same contract like that.
Yeah.
You all signed each 6 copies.
Everyone's signature brings
I
their
like the little
character to
pictures of
page.
the
I love it.
mushrooms.
Yeah. It's now like a blood pact. If one of us breaks the contract, all of us break the contract.
Cool, yeah. As Docent begins to lead you through the shift, you are taken to a large guarded portal that seems to be the entrance of a tunnel that goes underground here from the shift. As he reaches the gate, you see as a small portion of it is opened up to admit the 7 of you, Azori having secured some stablage for the Rhinosaur in here as the 7 of you head on into this tunnel before you. It's brightly lit by these floating sort of orbs of light that don't seem like they have any fixed position in here. They just sort of float around, keeping it pretty well lit down here, but in a sort of completely random configuration. As you head down this tunnel, it's about 100 feet as you are met by a very similar portcullis gate at the other end, similarly guarded by more of these very bulky 9-10 foot tall warforged war constructs. As one of them pulls this portcullis open, admitting the lot of you into what is known as the billet. This is one of the 4 districts of the ground area of the Nemesis City, along with the Quench, the Hammer, and the Factory. The billet being... 1 second. Where's that bit gone? I've lost it. Yes, the billet is the sort of area of the city where you could get any sort of medical treatment. It is also known for its shopping, and it's generally the more recreational district of the city, as you are led out here by Docent Geranius. He kind of gestures out to the city and he says, can I help you find anything in the city?
I think an inn would be useful. Somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
Right. Well...
Out of curiosity, I've heard great things about Giovanni's Pizza. Do you know where that could be?
Oh, yes. Well, that is in the district I would have directed you to. It's known as the Quench. Coroner, this is all feeling very familiar to you.
Yeah, I was going to ask how similar
at the moment, everything seems to be almost identical to the other city.
Gotcha.
One thing you do notice is some of the names have been different, but apart from that, that's pretty much it. In terms of layout, sort of structure, coming in and out of the city certainly has been very familiar to you, despite the fact it was a little while ago and sort of in your childhood when you were here. She says, yes, well, the Quench is dedicated to taverns, downtime, visitors, markets, and the dockyards.
What was
Sorry, I got it wrong before. The billet is actually the residential area of the city. Cool. My bad.
Do you know any establishments that may have been owned by Barrowthold Sprugget? Probably a Warforged only bar.
Oh, is that the guy who set up
Really?
the water?
It's the only thing I know about.
The Wetherspoons where you met God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's a great way to say that. Yeah.
Not
You
ringing
the basement of the pub.
Yeah.
any bells to me, I'm afraid.
No worries, I'd ask around. That's all I need. It's cough. Please cough.
Well, if you want to stay on the ground district of the city, there is also the factory where most of our production takes place. You'd find our Warforged production facilities there, as well as anything from a simple blacksmith to an arcane enchanter. And there's also, of course, the hammer if you're here to look for any military personnel, equipment. I don't know, are you...
No.
Forge Titan fans?
Ooh. What's that?
Large constructs built for war, piloted.
This one?
No,
Bigger.
way bigger. You've actually seen one before on your way into the Golden Tooth. There is one standing guard outside the city, known as Mizark's Fist. It is essentially a large humanoid robot that is piloted by a team of people, typically, including a wizard and a warforged.
Cool.
Right. Shall we head to the inn then?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to go there first. and then we can get our bearings.
Well, there's the
What do you wanna do?
Steamstone Tavern in the Quench that's quite popular, and they've got an inn there.
Sounds ideal. Head that way.
Cool, yeah. Coroner, you sort of vaguely know your way around here, as despite the fact it's mirrored, everything is pretty much the same here.
It's a mirror image of the other city.
it is
That
a-
would be really good.
It is a mirror image of the other city. So you see, as you walk through the streets, everything's ringing a bell, but it is off-putting. As you head round, you see as this kind of main disc of the ground floor of the city is perfectly, much like the other Nemesis City, perfectly segmented into the 4 different districts, each of them taking up a quarter of the pie, shall we say. As you entered through the billet, the residential district, you pass through homes and sort of the hustle and bustle of everyday life in the city as you see more of these devices floating around the air of this city, as you see folk of all kind here, but you see a more majority of warforged humans, gnomes, and people who are of a mix of races, but you do notice definitely is a trend here of having parts or a lot of your body completely replaced with techno-magical parts, warforged parts, some people, or just completely custom bodies. You see as you're walking around this residential district of the city. As you pass through here, into the neighbouring portion of the Quench, indeed, you see to your right-hand side a market known as the Innovators Market, a bustling place where artisans and inventors display their creations. You see as gnomish tinkerers, human artificers, and warforged craftsmen proudly showcase technological marvels. This place seems to be very heavily infested with the devices, as there's almost like a thick fog of them over this market as you pass by it. You see this pretty well labelled and organised city, as there are little signposts on most corners directing you to the sites and to the popular tourist locations in the city, as you quickly find your way to the Steamstone Tavern. As you look at this fairly imposing rectangular building, you pushing on in the door. Nice. You go to push the door and it slides out in front of you as you are entered with this all steel, brushed steel interior of the Steamstone Tavern. A pretty decent mix of different people here. You see travellers, you see a lot of the warforged human and gnomish populace in here. You see, just people enjoying their drinks on this very minimalist style establishment. Even all the chairs, even the cushions are all dressed to look like they are brushed steel. As you head on inside.
Do they have a bard on? Is there music on?
Do they have a bar?
A bard.
A bard? No bard here at the moment, but you do see a sort of square plinth of white granite in the corner that would be sort of like where a bard would go and stand and play.
Any chance that Applebee's Dean here played here recognise this place?
Give me a D20. Roll. You're looking for above a 10 here.
Above a 10?
Yeah.
16.
Cool. Yeah, it's a pretty well populated city. You've certainly been to this tavern, and maybe not played here, but yeah, you've in your times, be they ancient and long, you've been to this tavern.
This whole place is like...
Or potentially you've been to the one in the other city, and it's like a mirror of this, and you're not quite sure.
That's it.
Is anything else kind of ringing a bell about this?
No. Give me another D20 check there. Looking for above a 10.
9.
9? Okay. Nothing's ready, but you do have some prospects here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Here we go.
On the way here, any plants around, or is it all like metal and concrete? And...
Since you've come through the tunnel out into the city, you've not really encountered any kind of grass, trees, things like that. Everything seems to be very well ordered, clean cut.
Birds, wildlife.
You don't see any birds. You simply see the devices floating above you.
See one bird. He's called Beaky Pete.
Animals, you see some pets, you see familiars, but you don't see any wildlife.
Reed will be like.
You see kind of like a snake of cogs that is animated as one of the devices sort of like passed through your feet at one point, and that's about the nearest you'd kind of get to a ground creature.
One of the first times of anywhere you're looking that you probably see Reed looking a little bit uncomfortable. Just the further we get into the city, Reed just gets a bit quieter than usual. And we just start druid crafting like small plants
Oh,
in their
because there's
hands.
nothing natural around.
Just to like kind of as like a comfort. Like, you know, when you like
Yeah,
move your hands around,
Yeah.
they're just like conjuring plants with druid craft, just as like a thing to keep them occupied.
Nice, yeah, you do so. As you,
Go up to barkeep.
how's it?
Hello. Sorry, I caught off guard and moved there.
Are you Quinn right now?
Yes, I'm me. I'm me. We need lodging for 7 folk, if possible.
Of course.
Yes, Dosar Germanius sent us here.
Ah, Germanius. Fine docent.
Yes. You indeed. So yeah, we need like, I don't know, do you have like double room, single room, big or communal room?
We could get you a suite, certainly, on the top floor.
I'd love some suites, but some rooms first, please.
I was going to make the same joke.
That's funny.
Funny enough for a discount?
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage because it was quite a bad joke and he was being humorous.
That's so good.
No, 9.
No.
That's it.
But
Yeah, fair enough. Right.
I'd say it's 50 gold a night for the big suite.
I
between us.
don't even know how much gold I have currently.
Yeah, yes, not each for the lot of you.
Yeah, sure.
That was Dawson's voice.
Appleby gets really close and intense to this guy, and he's like, "The man said he's looking for a room, but not a suite."
I'll put 50 gold down. I'll cover the room.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, well, a round of drinks for the lot of you?
Yeah, quick question though. How many people can the suite room sleep?
8.
Okay, well, we can find one person.
Yeah, I was going to
charge
say, you can
50
bring a
gold.
friend, Reed.
It's free. Anyway,
It's called subletting.
Yeah, drinks for you?
Yeah, sure.
Might as well get started.
What
These you kind of see from the application here, free for buying the expensive suite here.
I'll have a. What fuel do you have?
Fuel? Petroleum, oil, bit of nitrous.
A pint of nitrous, please.
Coming right up.
I don't think that comes in.
yeah, the best way, isn't it? It comes in bricks.
Well, luckily, it's a fantasy world.
As soon as that comes, I'm going to decant it into a flask.
Yeah, you
I now have a pint of diesel and a pint of nitrous.
Do you have any like juices, like fruit stuff?
any juice you can imagine.
Oh wow!
You see as this like big fucking rack of like stainless steel pipes just leads down. Yeah, so that's a stainless steel rack. Am I right, boys?
Anyway,
Nice. Yeah.
that's the end of the stream.
Yeah, so you see this series of stainless steel tubes. Almost looks like a pipe organ behind him that seem to be just tons and tons of different drinks that can all funnel through into the series of taps before him.
Cool. Being told any juice that Reed can imagine.
Yeah.
Reed goes, a blueberry that tastes like lemons.
Has to be a real juice.
Oh. All right.
Any juice we can imagine.
Yeah, I misspoke, to be fair. That's on me.
Yeah, like orange.
Yeah, we can do an orange, I reckon. Oh no, he like presses the button, we're out. just kidding. He pours you, there's a glass of orange juice. It's like the size of you.
Cool. Have we had a long rest since we got beaten up by the thing?
No, we
Cool.
established that earlier.
I'm gonna cast Good Brew and pop it in my drink and like crush it in.
Nice.
Come back.
Nice.
Diesel unleaded.
Perfect.
Out of curiosity, before they get their drink orders in, know any places nearby owned by Barathon Sprugget?
Sprugget.
Sprugget.
That's a name I've not heard in a while.
Oh yeah. I only know the name. He's apparently just opened a place in another city, which was an interesting establishment. I was wondering if there might be a chain.
I'll tell you might know. I've been up in the higher echelons, up in the administrative buildings. And you would know this from the Mirror City to be actually in part of the body of one of the statues.
Oh, wow.
I think his brother works somewhere up there.
Interesting. Right. Good to know. Cool. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Did I just retroactively? I forgot to ask. Did I spot anyone on our way through the city who has my holy symbol or something similar?
Give me a retroactive perception check.
Wow. I'm going to burn an inspawn. Apparently I have
That was a
2.
3.
That's 10. Plus 7, 17.
17. You didn't see any that have exactly the symbols that you wear, but you certainly saw things that were parts of that, almost like parts of code that are missing segments to fully make them read properly. They are, the building blocks of your religious symbols, but you don't see any that are like the full symbol of creation.
Nice. Good to know.
And yeah, Barkeep looks at the Applebee and Rodeo.
Whiskey for rodeo.
Whiskey for Rodeo, simple enough. Slides that
Well,
over.
the strongest that they've got.
Nice, yeah. You get a
We're getting on it.
Yeah, just getting on it.
you get this perfectly clear whiskey that it just smells very much like it was like homemade.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
good stuff.
You've not told Coroner that yet. He has no idea what happened before we left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should probably have a drink and catch up.
Yeah.
What about you?
Root juice.
Root beer, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, down to it now. Yes, I will have root beer.
It's non-alcoholic, just so you're aware.
Pour me the root beer.
Gives you like a little root beer float.
That was really. That was good. Thanks.
Well, if you need anything else, sir, I've been Dungarth.
Dungarth. You Dungarth. Dung for short. Unless you've heard that before.
Actually,
You've already
no.
got one person in the room. It's too late.
That's the first time I've heard that. Pretty funny, actually.
Slides 10 goes back across.
You just see this human man behind the bar
You
here.
ain't so bad, Dungar.
Thank you.
See this human man.
Oh,
I get off in an hour.
Alright. That's doing that droid rack behind you.
No, she's my boss.
Oh God, so good.
Oh.
well,
So what's the plan?
Yeah.
I don't know. What the fuck are we doing here?
Is it busy in here at the moment? You said it was evening.
It's pretty busy. This seems to be a pretty popular tavern in the sort of popular, hip happening bit of the city. Hip happening is a nice thing to say.
popular hip happening bit of the
Yeah,
city.
we're in Robot King Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robot King Street sounds so sick.
That's the name of this road now.
I'm not really disappointed by a normal King Street. That's some shit.
This is sort of more like the vibes of like a good, really big spoons.
Nice.
That's impossible.
Dungar.
Yeah, those don't exist anymore.
Yeah, true.
Would you be anymore?
Like when you're 20, they do.
Yeah.
You're from this city where they make lots of warforged and such.
Well,
Yes.
indeed. Yeah.
Do you know perhaps the going rate for a power core to build a warforged with?
Not really my area of expertise, but if I have to guess, maybe a couple of 1,000 gold.
A couple of thousand.
About $1,000. That's reasonable.
Depends on the class, the type you need, the size you need.
Will we give any of those?
Specs.
Yes, yeah, I'll say you were given
The
a
specs
spec
one.
list.
We
By,
need the GTX.
Yeah.
So we know.
Yeah.
Right?
So in answer to why we're here,
Yeah. That's it, Dave.
I think there were two. Oh, okay.
I float.
Yeah, we don't need to discuss this like in front of them.
There's like he takes you over to a table, a pretty large table that has like a reserve thing in it, and just takes the reserve thing off. So this is the table for the
Fuck those guys.
guest suite. Please enjoy.
Amazing. Excellent.
So, 2 goals while we're here.
Right.
1,
Core. I figured that one out.
the core. And then also, Shadows, mate. Gonna go see the people.
Oh yeah, they're fairly close.
Yeah, it's over the waterway.
Fair enough.
It's also further east, which is fine enough for I.
Yeah.
We got some more news to do with the war. The wrong page.
I mean, avoid any news. I'm just aware there is one.
Soldiers have started marching south from the Zarek Republic into Margoli. They should be at the border in about 10 days after their Empress declared it.
Right. So we were.
Yes. Yeah, so we decided there wasn't enough urgency to go deep into Nargoli with also little provocation for actually doing anything while we were there. So we had a chat, a few places were thrown around, and yeah, we just wound up here as close to Azuri's people.
Fair enough.
Cool robot city.
There was like a little bit on top of that. Loads of the beholder things sort of attacked the city.
I beg yours.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Also, just in case you weren't sure, war, bad. I
Aye.
found out. Yeah, it's written here.
Good.
Not
Right.
good.
Behold, what do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like 1,000 of them poured out of the sky and started trying to disintegrate the golden tooth. It was really wild, but apparently it happens like once every 1,000 years or something.
Yeah, it happens now and again.
Yeah,
What?
the dragons were super cool with it.
They made like a big disintegration rune in the sky, and I started copying it down.
Yeah.
They didn't seem too concerned. Apparently, this is just a thing that happens sometimes.
We were freaking.
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
were
out.
off
Yes.
concerned.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
Has that happened? I mean, I don't actually know how
Do I
many years
know
you've been in the
anything
city,
about
but-
that?
No, not you. Even living there, you wouldn't have really heard about this. But yeah, it happens every few thousand years. In moments where the beholders seem to deem the city in a particular weak spot.
Yeah, because the king ain't here.
King's gone.
King's gone and war's been declared in the lands.
I mean,
Rick?
I think we kind of got away with it. A few broke through, small amount of damage to other parts of the city, but they kind of just seemed to leave after a while.
An army of dragons, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragons did most of the work. I'm not gonna lie. We got rid of like 3 of them.
3 of the small ones.
3 of the little
Yeah.
ones.
Dragons?
No.
Right.
I think the.
So
I
the
mean-
city is still intact. Don't worry. But,
Oh yeah. I mean, I
um,
was down. I quickly popped in the Undercity.
Oh, is that where you went?
No, I got Thrall got me.
Oh,
Yeah.
how are they doing?
I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay,
We
all
had
right.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
We killed a giant or something.
Okay.
What was it again? Giant something or other.
Yeah, it was. Oh god, I've totally forgotten as
It was
well.
a slimy orc.
Oh, it was yes, it was the infected Etin. Yes, who
Slimy
yeah
Etin.
had been infected with some kind of slime parasite. You think, which had also infected a load of orcs. So you
Did
fought
I
some
collect
slimy
some of the
orcs.
slime?
You do have some of the slime, I believe. Yes.
Right, cool.
Everyone's got bottles of slime on them.
I will decant the slime between 2 containers and give one of them to Quint. Like, you like
Oh,
weird shit.
amazing! I was going to ask to look at that as you were pouring it. Can I look at the slime?
You can look at the slime. Yeah.
Respect.
That was infecting things and making them mad. I'm going to do my own investigations, but
I can compare notes.
You were also handed a note by Thrall as you
I'm
left.
going to bring that up.
Cool. Do you have the contents of the note?
I do.
Good. Okay.
I asked before we started.
Nice,
it.
good.
So yeah, at some point I'll bring that up.
Good. Yeah, so as you sort of catch up here in the Steamstone Tavern, anything you guys would like to do with the rest of your night? It is getting into the late hours, as it was
Quick, like, arcana on this goo.
quick arcana on the goo. Yeah, hit me with some goo check.
Fuck me.
Maybe later. I'll give you a 20, an advantage if you'd like.
Jamie's just going to donate £5 right now.
Yeah.
Give you a nat 20.
We've already agreed that doesn't work.
You can give me a fiver.
18.
18.
I would bankrupt myself with good rolls if I could.
You kind of like see that this is definitely acidic. This is definitely related to an ooze, not in the sense that it's an oozy substance. You determine this is something relating with the subspecies of creature oozes. You think that while it is now inert and dead, this certainly had some kind of sentience in life. This goo.
The rest of it got burned, I seem to recall. Thanks very much. Do with that what you will. Right, so the plan then, I guess. Yep. We need to find a power core.
Yep.
We need to get the gold to get a power.
I mean, I don't know why I've got £1,000, but I do.
Yeah, I've only got 500 gold.
Yeah, I ain't rolling in it.
For a cool 480, but magic be expensive. I don't know why I have so much.
Did you write down the grand that you won collectively for the Tavern Town contest? So you got 1,000 as a group.
Might have mixed that up.
Okay.
Right, okay. I don't have that. I have whatever my share of that plus 71.
Yeah, so I think maybe.
You quickly redo the math to like 28.
I have
sorry.
80 gold. So that's between the 6 of... Oh, did we share it with the other guys? How much do we get for that?
You got 1,000 gold pieces for winning the contest.
I don't think we gave any.
You did.
To the other guys.
You didn't give anything to the other guys, but I allowed
Did
them.
invite them to the fancy dinner.
Yeah, you told them to come to the
Yes.
fancy dinner, and I said you could give them a common magic item to share as the 6 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Did we choose?
I don't know if you did.
I
So
can't
we
remember
got about
what we gave,
160 gold each.
Just one magic knife, but they all have to share.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a wand of fireballs or something. So it caused absolute chaos.
I have 237 gold.
Yeah, I think we should either listen out for some rumors, find like a job board, a job posting or something. And I mean, we don't necessarily have to gain a power core by financial means. I'm not insinuating anything nefarious per se, but we could maybe come across one, scavenge one, many other things.
Kind of as you say that, coming up with a sort of devious little plan that involves sneaking, you look towards Shadow, you can't see them.
That's not new.
No surprise.
No one bats an eyelid. We all just carry on.
Shadow, if you don't butt in, I'll assume you're agreeing with it. Therefore, right. All good.
Is Azori with us, or is he staying somewhere else?
Azori is here. He kind of like had a drink with you guys while you were kind of sat there, and then he kind of excused himself, and he's gone up.
None of us were talking to
Yeah, he's gone up. He's gone up to the room. Well, his friend isn't here anymore, so he's like a little bit awkward now. So
Was
yeah,
that squid guy?
yeah. So he kind of excused himself and goes up to the room. Yeah, he's going for a huge shit.
I think if there's if we're just kind of winding down to long rest, I think I'll just just listen for rumors in the bar, kind of chat
Cool.
to people, just see if there's what's going on about town, if anything.
Just give me a straight charisma check to see how well this goes.
Can I do something similar but for people of my space?
Yes, absolutely.
Straight charisma, you say?
Yes, please.
22.
22, nice.
Mine
Cool.
also straight charisma? Or
Yeah.
religion?
No, do it. Are you asking around, or are you looking around, or are you how are you going
Probably
about
more
this?
looking.
Cool. Just give me a perception check, I'd say then.
Sweet. 18.
18. You notice some more Warforged come in. They're not wearing any symbols or anything, but you certainly notice that they are kind of eyeing you up and sort of look at you. You see this group of 3 Warforged sort of looking you, and certainly looking at the panoply that you're wearing as well.
I will just sort of touch my gem and sort of nod at them.
Cool.
Oh my god, you've been flirted with by the priest.
One of them looks back to you and touches their chest in a similar manner, and you see as their power claw glows slightly.
Right. Cool. In which case, at
That's
some point in the
flirting.
evening, I will buy them around and go, look, we can do that in a bit.
Cool. Yeah.
So you said power claw.
Power claw.
His power claw glows.
As he turns you to bolter slag.
I don't know if you get a power claw.
Sorry, Dan. You got a 22 on your charisma?
22 just to like hear what's going on around
Cool.
the city.
Roll me a d20, please. And if you get a 16 or above, roll it again and add another d20.
Or an 8.
You rolled an 8. Sweet. You hear, you kind of get to chatting with a guy who has a really newly minted robot arm, and he's just like checking it out. His friends are kind of admiring it. He's just doing like some like shadow boxing with it. It's really sick. And he tells you about there's a clinic in the billet that is offering a limited time discount on arcane limb replacements. The only stipulation is you have to already have the limb that they're going to replace.
What?
So you can't be missing the limb. You need to be, say like you were willing to get an arm
so
replaced.
you give them your arm and they replace it with cool robot arm?
Yeah.
So they're not giving cool robot arms.
It's just to say this is a discount. It's not free, but yeah, you'll get a discount if you donate your
So good, sir,
body
where
part.
did they take your arm?
Oh fucking cat! And he like busts through like one of the like steel beams of the place. Oi! Don't do that.
Quickly throw it like a mend on it.
Like dexterity, can you do this? And I'll do like a simple like somatic gesture.
You see as he like, yeah, I got the good one, and he like completely like his arm just perfectly matches your exact hand movements. As you see, he's got quite like an upscaled model.
That's quite sick.
A solved Rubik's Cube comes out.
Looking for this.
He's got a Rubik cannon.
That's a cool idea
Yeah,
for a
right.
weapon.
Until you see it, it's really disappointing.
The Rubik's Cube killer struck again, and it's just Rubik's Cubes embedded in their bag.
That'd be more interesting, actually. They solved a puzzle with it. That's all unsolved Rubik's Cubes. Like,
Brutally fired into
How
people.
much did it cost you?
This one, 2,000.
Nice. Do you get anything else replaced? I'll like, flirt coquettishly towards his cup.
Got that Tambo dick?
someone's been reading my erotica.
Just give me another straight charisma check, just to see sort of like how.
Riz.
Yeah.
That's a Rizzy.
Fuck it. I'm gonna use my point.
Nice.
Go on then.
Chat up this man.
That's a no.
It's better. 11.
Nice, yeah. He kind of like, well, not yet, but I could show you the stock model.
Sure.
All right.
He kind of like, as through the course of the night, yeah, he like,
Like 20 boys there.
Cut away.
yeah, he gets a bit closer and he slips you his room key.
Nice. Cool.
That he's also staying here.
He can no longer get in his room.
Oh, that Twinkie guy shows up.
I was going to talk to him, but I'm uncomfortable now.
You can still talk to him.
I come over with him.
Yeah, bring him to the table.
Hey guys, this is my new boyfriend.
This is.
I'm Sashil.
Oh, is it like the sushi dish?
What's the shoe?
Sachil.
This is Sashil. He
They're
got
married now.
his arm cut off today and replaced with a robot arm. There's a clinic that's apparently keeping people's limbs and replacing it with robot ones.
Why would you want that?
It's cool.
Flesh is great.
Did you see what I did to the
Oh, that was you.
beam back there?
Natural disaster.
And then he kind of goes back to shadow boxing for a bit.
I'm like dodging around the couch trying to talk.
Where's the crunch bag you got hanging out with you guys?
Jeez, so I was just wondering, like, did you see, just thinking aloud, does that let you do things you couldn't do before?
Did you see what I did to that beam back there?
Could you do that before?
No.
Okay, cool.
And then he like does like a punch with his real arm and it just fuck.
Oh yeah, that was rubbish. So question, did you see any arms or legs that like went longer? Like telescopic sort of vibe?
I could have paid extra for that, yeah.
Oh, it was like a thing they could do?
Yeah, you could do that for sure.
Cool, yeah. I walk real slow and I thought it'd be kind of fun to have longer legs so I could walk real fast.
Nothing would make me happier than fucking you being 6 foot tall. And
Two
it's like,
really stilty legs.
Yeah.
5'11" in
Like
the
a fucking
legs.
stalk.
I was totally looking at my character and being like, what stats would I like to be better? My walking speed. Cool.
So not the arms either, they're so tiny. It's just
Yeah, I don't care about that.
incredible.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Was it expensive? Do you think telescope?
2,000.
Oh.
But I ain't got any.
Well, it's
I ain't got any
a personal
telescopics in this.
Oh, Rodeo, you should arm wrestle him to see if it's really strong. You're strong, right?
Sure, why not?
Kind of like clangs it down onto the table.
Yeah, sure, fucking why not? She's had a whiskey.
What?
She's
Like a
down
full
for it.
Winter Soldier arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, it has. It's pretty
where
like.
is it cut off, is it?
It's just above. He has his. I guess he has his human elbow, but it's sort of like. Part of it is definitely like fused with the metal of this, and it's very like minimalist design. It almost just looks like his arm bones, but in a sort of carbon fiber texture. And then he has like a padded hand.
Pops off. It's like properly like fused.
It's fused into his body and
Just,
bones.
like, take it off when you go to bed.
Yeah, can't take it off. This is a part of him now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay,
he
cool.
clangs it onto the table. Just the cap of his elbow, also metallic, as he pops it down there. Give me a athletics check as you arm wrestle this guy. This will be
What does that get me? Is that
That's
just
D4.
an extra-
this will be best of 3 here.
Okay.
Versus he's got a +5 on his athletics here.
Cool. What do I have now? Oh, I've got +5 to my athletics. Wow.
This guy has
That's a 15 from him.
You can match it.
16, 18.
Nice. You begin as the bout starts. He's kind of like going a bit easy. He thinks he's got this in the bag with his new fancy arm, so he's just like taking it easy, and he's surprised by your sudden burst of strength as we go into.
Underestimating an old my friend.
He is indeed. As you kind of see the sweat begin to drip down his face, and he locks in here. You have to beat a 22 now.
Ooh.
Guidance.
Yeah, you've guided me.
Try silvery bar.
You can absolutely silvery barbs him.
Someone's on this before we get to bed.
I'll subtle silvery barbs him and give you advantage.
Cool. You now
Okay.
only need to be at 14.
Advantage plus a d4.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
18
Needed.
plus, that's a dirty 20, 25.
You see as he locks in, and briefly it looks like he's going to get the upper hand, and then you see something in him
Okay,
just.
Can my silvery barbs be me placing a hand on his thigh?
You get a little mage hand on his thigh.
First lot.
A little mage hand on his thigh as you go, whoa! Like you definitely get a bit of an upper hand as we go into the final part. He tries to really lock in here, and you have to beat a meager 12.
Guidance.
You rip his arm off.
So good.
I do the thing where I almost let him win.
Okay, yeah,
And
nice.
he's like right here, and then I look him dead in the eye, and I wink with my one good eye, and then just go like,
Nice.
back it on the table.
Nice.
Arm out.
Just yank it off, yeah.
Cost me 2,000.
Point of inspiration for that. That's great. As you.
I've already got one.
Oh,
Who spent theirs earlier on something dumb?
Me. Oh,
You
yeah.
did, there you go.
They donated one to me, so yeah.
Yeah, you can have one
I
back.
was going to buy
Nice.
it to inspire you there.
I don't think
you don't even need to.
Appleby was just singing throughout the whole thing, waiting to get to it. He kept sort of spilling lines over to try and make this song make sense up until he could get the inspiration out.
Everyone cheered as you started singing, like as like a different thing happened.
I love how excited this guy was about his arm punched through a steel beam, and you're just like,
You saw
Steel beam.
as you were like pretending to let him like get you back over to the other side, his like face was all red, and you see now as he's just there, puffed out and just. I swear I'll win the next one.
I'm not buying legs. That's rubbish.
I will. I'll let go of his hand and then like offer to actually like shake his hand properly.
Nice. You see a little like a small bits of like his hands like indented in the shape of like your draconic hand
Oh,
over the like
paws and-
over where like your hand was holding his. As he's like,
scratched it.
I'll remember this. As he puts his robot arm around Quinn, does a Riz check, gets a. It's a 2 on the dice.
I put my arm around Quinn on the other side of the wrist check.
Yes.
Where's my charisma? A +1. Cool, I guess.
We're just like, oh, you guys.
Both put your arms behind, you start arm wrestling again.
We're just holding hands
I
behind.
slip you his room key.
Good. I'm glad.
Kyle will make his exit. Their exit. Fuck.
Okay.
He's going to try and pinch the room key.
We're just passing that around now. I don't know what it's for. You've just given me a key.
Oh, this is the room we're staying in. Can I roll a section against you?
Sure, but also, like, she'll probably just believe you.
Yeah, you do.
You going?
22.
Oh, thanks, Q.
You're going to come in there to find him all oiled up.
I'm going to cut to the bar. Can I borrow the room key for a second?
I'm the monster shit.
He's fucking in the room and the fucking metal arms going like...
He comes back to his room to find all of us ready.
And Azori's just up in your room, just like, where the
Wait.
fuck is the guy? It's like in a towel. Like, his tentacles are in a
We're
towel.
having sleepover in this guy's room.
We kick him out of his own room.
Yeah.
He's not allowed.
He goes and stays with Azori.
Rodeo's like, I think you're in the wrong room.
Bunched it.
Get out.
Well, yeah, as the night progresses, Sashil stays with you for as long as you guys want him to.
As long as it's funny.
Yeah, as long as it's funny. He thinks he's going to get some, so he'd stick around.
He is going to get some.
Nice. Oh wow.
Oh,
Yes.
you rolled a 2.
I fought 1,000 beholders today.
Okay, yeah, that's
very
a little bit.
If anything is going to get you in the mood for a good
Yeah,
dick.
and also,
Yeah, it's a little bit murder.
this morning we killed a not a family. Those guys.
No, Dan, you're talking about real life.
Yeah, we killed those horrible guys over there. We fought beholders. I found out my country went to war. Yeah,
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 it's been a day.
I think Quinn, when they eventually do retire, they will retire with Seisho.
Nice.
Aw.
Cool. It's pretty late when you got here, as I said. So yeah, as you kind of like chat with him, have this arm wrestle. Nights progressing into the early hours of the next day, which will be no longer New Year's Day. You're firmly into the next year
Stay here, bud.
as you enter what you think will be 2024. 2024.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I go chat to these Warforged?
Oh, yeah, you could leave that on you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Apologies. Yes, absolutely. You can go chat to the Warforged. Yeah. This after this arm wrestle takes place, you go over to them. They kind of
Probably during. I'm just like,
fair enough. Yeah. This guy, the one Warforged, kind of that gave you the look before. Kind of like, yeah, definitely. Greetings to you, friend.
And to you, friend. Serving life where you can and protected with death where you must.
What the heck did you just say to me?
I've heard that before. What is that from?
Have you heard of creation?
You kind of like see as all three of them begin to listen at this point as you kind of mention that, and the three of them kind of look to you and they all tentatively nod.
You know, like that sound in your head. It's always there.
That's what that is. What is it?
A divine being. We know it as creation. It's hard to truly know. It doesn't speak to us as a normal god would. It sends us riddles. It sends us puzzles to solve where we might learn more. I'm a cleric of creation. I'm currently on a pilgrimage to find aspects of creation across the land. True.
Where did it come from?
That's for you to find out. And I will, I'll get out a scrap of paper and I will write down the cipher I was given by
Cool.
T Squared on a few papers and hand them to them.
I T squared.
Do you remember T Squared?
Yeah. Your pain, I hope. He gave you a cipher?
Was it him? No.
No, it
No,
was
it was the other guy.
It was the
Yeah.
cleric to
Yes,
creation.
the other
that you
cleric.
met.
Shit,
Yeah.
T-squared.
My
Seemed like a
apologies.
ciphering kind
Yeah,
of
not
guy.
T-squared.
He was,
You were ciphering, I hope.
yeah,
I'm bored.
he was one of the devout, but he is not. He was not given the enigma. Yeah, you pass this code over to them. They kind of look at it quizzically from us. Said it's blank. Oh, apart from, I think you've actually found one letter on there, haven't you?
I have.
Yes.
Yeah, it was T-squared.
Oh, it was T squared.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where that sheet is, but yes, I've got
Okay.
one of the letters. I don't give them that.
Okay. Yeah. So you just give it to them perfectly blank.
Yep.
Cool.
As I was given it.
Cool. Yeah. He said, oh, it's blank.
It is. It's a solution for you to solve.
Right.
I can teach you. I can tell you the teachings of creation. The rules we live by, my own personal beliefs. But past that, you just find it yourself. As I take off.
Their fans are worrying hard. As
Yeah.
you see, as one of them kind of looks to you and says, "What if we worship other gods? Can we still help you on this journey?" As you see, this one is wearing an amulet of Torm.
Of course. I myself have pledged myself fully to creation, but in the past I have also, I've also worshipped Kalimvor.
That's good to know.
Do you know of any other people like myself who I may find in the city?
I've heard rumors of a thing called creation, but I've met no other like you. No one else so open about it.
I'd hoped that this would be the one place that could be discussed. But it is quite... This is one to keep between our kind. Only we can hear and feel creation in our minds.
I see.
It is just for us. Can I roll insight on these guys? They're being kind of shady.
Yeah, you can.
Kind of suddenly getting...
Suspicious.
Yeah, a little suspicious.
The robot cops.
17.
I mean, you definitely think they're sort of like a bit overwhelmed by this information. You could see that these are beings that, much like yourself, presumably felt like they had this thing, not necessarily guiding them, but certainly watching over them for their entire lives, not knowing what that thing is, and you've just put a name to that thing. And they're certainly just trying to process that, for lack of a better word.
Cool.
And yeah, that's sort of putting them in certainly a quiet disposition. As you just casually come across this bar and shake the foundations of their reality. Yeah.
I think they'd heard about it. Oh well. Well, if I were to search, do you know any good establishments, maybe taverns nearby for almost exclusively Warforged?
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
I know about this. Down in the billet, there's a place called the Cogheart.
Cogheart.
It's pretty popular among the Warforged.
Yeah, it was. I'd have to check it out. Would any of you know the name? Completely separate. Barrowthorn Sprocket.
Sprocket. Not Barrowthold, but I know his brother.
I've heard of his brother.
Works up in the administration levels.
Yeah. Well, I need to have a word with him. Do you think I'd have any Any easy ways to get an audience with him?
Certainly you could send a letter to him, ask him for an appointment. I believe he's some kind of patent officer.
All right. So I just need to invent something and try and get a patent for it, and it'll be on his desk.
You could do that.
Right. I stand up. Read! Telescopic legs, let's go. I'll just sit with them for a while.
Cool.
And answer any, tell them the sort of the basics of creation that T-Square told me when I first learned. Sort of just start spreading.
Nice.
The word a little bit.
One of them certainly seems to take a keen interest. One that is named Tura.
Tura?
Yes.
So we're spelling that.
Tura.
U-R-A.
That's all right.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just do that until the conversation naturally winds down. Then I'll go back to the group.
Nice, yeah. You do so as you head back to the group. How late would you guys stay out in this bar?
Couple more hours for me until I.
Cool, yeah. Nice, yeah. Cool. Yeah, a lot of you just going to wait around and sort of till the evening peters out.
Yeah, I guess we're just kind of. We haven't had, downtime.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of an intense few days.
Yeah,
You had a drug-fueled New Year's Eve. You had a battle-fueled New Year's
That was
Day.
24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gets up on the little plinth where the bards might play.
Yeah.
And sort of stands there and plays a new piece that he's working on.
Nice.
Called The Longest New Year's Day.
Nice. Cool. Give me a
that's
performance check.
Very cool.
No, not advantage because it's a new piece. So yeah, just.
Oh, about 20 kid, okay. A new number one. Yeah, I might as well use the nat 20 though, just because
Cool.
Why not?
you don't get them every day.
You tell the this rendition is beautiful of this song, and you tell the tale of the heroic party as you faced for a very noble cause against the Tavern Town opposition. You tell of the scales of justice, painting yourselves in the very good light here, of course, as you destroyed them, the Rat Boys, and then finally cleaved Helig in half, the current champion of Tavern Town, no more, as the lot of you gloriously defeated your rivals and set free a fair maiden.
The
As
song is like a long, sort of 20-minute epic where I in detail talk about the killings of the Rat Boys.
That's why he was down.
I doth rolled a 20.
They're
Rat boy fucking exploded.
The guy we blew up.
There's an ode to Froggo in the video somewhere.
Oh, Froggo is told us the
Froggo
martyr.
is
He
the
gets a
minor
full
key.
sand for himself.
There's a short refrain as well about a mother returning for Quinn's a mum found him as well.
Giving you the magical heroin.
We've got some of that heroin. Great.
And Appleby just
Do you include the bit about the beholders too, or is it just focused about the Tavern Town?
It's about the whole day.
Cool,
so
it's
like a long 20-minute episode.
I thought it was dumb when they won Tavern Town.
Yeah, exactly. And then it all catches back to this hook where he goes the longest New Year's Eve ever.
At one point, there's a Tolkien-esque bit about describing the big meal.
I was going to say.
It includes meeting the king's son. People are like, no way, this fucking shit happened. Just give me a D20 roll at advantage, and this is going to be to determine how much fame this just gets you and the crew.
Cool.
The crew.
Advantage here.
Trip.
I got this advantage.
We dined upon the largest ship. It was just a straight D20.
Just a straight D20 check.
Oh, fuck.
You can use a point of inspiration to roll again if you'd like.
No, I
to
give it to
replace
you.
one of
I'll
those.
give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck that gold dice off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
that's 15.
15. Cool. You see the people in the bar get really invested into this song. It's
New Year's Day ever.
not just because it was a really good performance, but they get invested in the characters. And like as you kind of keep performing this song, they realise that a lot of you are actually all here, apart from this mysterious elephant Loxodon figure who seems to have vanished off somewhere. But you see Cecile even is like, oh, I didn't know you were famous. Like pulls you in a bit tighter. People come up and they actually a few of them ask for your guys' scrolls.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I'll sign a few bits.
yeah, sign a few bits.
I'll offer medical treatment.
Handing out little business cards.
Yeah.
Appleby draws like a
Yeah, regard your bones.
on each person's like autograph that they offer him. Just draws a leaf.
Nice.
No, go on.
I was going to say, oh, that's I think that's Jangle over there.
Yes. Yes. I've been by that name.
It is Jangle.
Yeah. Who's that over there calling me Jangle?
You'd see this Goliath over in the corner, who seems to have like this big long white coat on.
Appleby's like now sort of just sitting on the plinth, sort of almost taking questions from
Everyone's
Like-
cross-legged in front.
Yeah, story time with Appleby.
This guy comes to the front, kind of like sits down on the floor, puts his hand up. He's like sitting down. He's almost like the same height as you. He's yeah, I've got a question.
Oh. Yeah.
I hear that Jingle, your rival, has been spotted in the other city. What do you make of this?
It's a press conference.
Appleby takes a moment to consider Jingle and your rival.
Yeah.
And what did Jingle wear?
I don't know. I'm not there. Rumors.
Well, I've never been there.
Got your autograph.
Yeah, who should I make it out to?
Make it out to Hagar.
Cool. Getting back just to drawing of a leaf. Same as everyone else's. Well, no, they're all different leaves, but like it's not made out to anyone.
It's the leaf of your soul.
The soul leaf.
You're being assigned
Yeah.
government assigned leave.
Oh! Sorry, what did he say his name was?
Hagar.
Hagar. Do you want one of these?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
16.
16, kind of. What is that?
Hagar. I thought you'd be a man to recognise a good thing.
You mind if I? And you see as a bit of magical energy begins to glow in his hand. Cool. See as he takes it.
Oh, why does that throw up even more questions?
Yeah. For those watching at home, this close up, I could see a moment of panic in Tom's eyes. And then it went away when he took it.
If there's a magical flash, I think Quinn's eyes would just perk up. Did you
Yeah.
just identify?
He did just cast Identify, yeah. He pretty easily recognised that.
And he took it as well.
He took it, yeah.
Pops up good thing.
How do I spell Hagar?
Hagar. This is Hagar Litchfield. He's a Goliath alchemist. Yeah. So I had a long white coat on.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got a lab coat on, yeah.
I was picturing something like furrier.
Oh, okay. No, it's like a lab coat.
Oh,
White fur coat.
Yeah.
randomised.
Yeah, Chekhov's coat indeed. That's why he can know spells. He's like an artificer of some kind.
Just quickly, people are coming over for our signatures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reed will ask every single one if they want to go home.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
you're collecting all
Roll me just a charisma check there, or a persuasion check, let's say.
Ooh. I got better at persuasion recently.
Yeah.
15.
15, nice. Give me a d6 roll.
God, yes. 5.
5, cool. You managed to convince 5 people
Oh my God.
to come away with you. You managed to convince
Yes. Wait.
okay,
Yep. No.
Remora Blackstrand, a lizard folk,
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Drick Litchfield.
You know what? I'll catch up
Brother.
on this. Brother.
No, sorry, that was Lynchfield. This is Drick Litchfield.
Rival.
Yeah, they hate each other. This guy's a satyr.
Nice. I love it.
There's a lot of natural races
Yeah.
for the city.
We got Dalcon Fletcher.
Dalcon
Fletcher.
He's a hobgoblin.
Yep. Hobgoblin. Yep.
Mylan Shoalfur.
Yep.
He's a driver.
And that's a human. And Nihilus Fallenbridge, another human.
We need to go to the other continent soon because the admin of Game Order
Yeah, we need to
is
bring
getting
the boat.
worse and worse.
Unbelievably, it's only. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5,
not
6,
worried
7,
about
8,
the
9,
boat.
10. That's doubled the number of people that have said yes.
Wow.
Nice.
So 10 people.
Oh, 10.
Yeah. Well, Appleby just sung a veritable
Yeah, you were like a
legendary
celebrity
piece.
now. So imagine
Rick's
like
loving it.
a mid-level YouTuber just showing up in a pub and being like, "Hey, do you want to come on?" You'd probably say yes.
You just Mr. Beasted all these people.
Yeah. I mean, it'll actually be 9 because I don't think Regnot and Pay are going to come.
It's not like the admin are like, okay, we're going. Give it a month, let Reed get everyone together, and then we're
So I'm counting down. I've got 775 days to
Yeah,
run.
he's-
God.
don't worry, we're planning this.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. That happens. Appleby sings a beautiful song.
With autographs and stuff.
Yes.
Radio just writes radio.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Appleby will actually have a look at that. Just sort of approach you, radio, and say like, "You're scribble, scribble.
Sorry, what was that?
You're scribble." What did you write earlier?
Oh, you mean on the contract? I wrote my name.
Couldn't you read it?
Well, I must admit, it's been a long time since I last wrote it down.
So, you're no rodeo.
Well, I mean, I am. But ain't the name I was given when I was born. If that's what you mean.
I go by many things also. His name is never many.
That's true. You hear as Sushil says.
I swear to God, if you've done what I think you've done.
What do you think I've done?
Welcome, Karen.
I mean,
I'll
Clint
tell-
can ask it, but...
I'll tell you that again.
Okay.
And yeah, anything else before the night closes?
As people are going to bed,
Yes.
after Quinn has left the group,
Yeah.
I will pull.
I'll give Quinn back the key.
Yeah, cool. I'll give you back the key.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say.
Who's pissed in my toilet? There's oil everywhere.
Can I have a quick private rodeo and Appleby? Oh,
Oh, this will be a fun threesome. Let's go.
yeah, right.
Reed, as you're left there alone with.
With,
You have 5 new mates.
yeah, me and Nihilus and
Oh, yeah, you've got plenty of
Rick
people
and
to talk to.
Dalton.
It's fine.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, this is pretty ideal for me.
Least alone reads everything.
Yeah, Reed is currently being supervised, so we're all happy to leave.
Yeah.
They're all listening rapt to the list of animals that you know.
What's 25 minutes in? I'm like,
A different horse.
I'm at 4.
After about 3, yeah, that's when Conan's like, right, bored of this, you two.
Let's go.
Like, Connor. Right.
Everyone okay?
Connor! Why? Why?
Wait, what?
The air of disdain and resentment when you say my name.
Because I need to have a fairly serious conversation with the two of you, and you're a merry man.
He's got you there.
It's really done that.
Received and understood.
Thank you. Right, as
That was easy.
I like to hope that Coroner's learning how to deal with Apple.
Yeah, you got to learn how to play the game.
I was just setting you off with Thrall for a little bit.
I remember that character. I
As
don't remember when. I'm gonna have to find it in my notes.
you killed a load of people with
Yeah.
him, I think.
Yeah, you went to the Church of Stonefell.
Yeah, there was like a cult thing going
Yeah,
on.
he just pointed
Yes.
at people and told you the murder, and you did it.
I go
I mean, I was given a little bit more convincing than that, but
They did turn a guy into a skeleton in front of you as well.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, there was some stuff.
Right. I was off with him. Them? Him?
Oof. I think Thrall is a him.
Him, cool.
Okay, I had it written down. But never mind.
Oh,
that's
okay.
good.
Well, yeah,
That's the
I'm not
closest
sure.
we've got.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
You have a written down thing, so let's go with
I
that.
think I do.
When I was with them, when I left, I'm going to take one real quick look around to see if I can spot any of those sneaky eyes.
Cool.
before I
Yeah.
start this.
Give me a perception check at advantage because you know what you're looking for.
Natural 16s.
The things that teleported in when Applebee came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception 17, 16 plus 7, so
23.
Nice. No eyes. You do catch a few of the devices. A couple of them seeming to pass through the walls to get in here, and just sort of manifesting up in the roof.
Right. As I left, they shook my hand and they put this note in it, and I show it to you both. And it simply reads, Calthar, Doomspire, Ascension, Help.
Okay, I recognize the name.
That's their master.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of the rest mean. What? What's that?
Some kind of outer plane, I think.
Doomspire, I believe, is the place where their master resides.
I don't know where that is.
No, I had never heard of that place before. I don't know where we all got taken, but I would maybe guess it might not be on this plane.
Possibly.
I got no experience with that kind of thing, but
No, because I went to a town. I went to a town like 2 towns over. What was it? I don't actually remember what it was, Elliot, that I went to.
Oh,
it was like who's Elliot?
Miller's Pass.
Yeah, right in the top.
Yeah.
Right? I went to Miller's Pass, which is most certainly on our plane of existence.
I only went a few, days travel down the road. I didn't go far at all.
I don't know where I got sent. It was never somewhere I've heard of, but maybe on this plane. But I got the feeling from what Thrall didn't tell me much, and I got the impression, even if they wanted to, they probably couldn't.
Yeah.
But it sounds like whoever it is that I hesitate to say work for, are in servitude to, may be a better way of phrasing it.
I did look up the word thrall recently.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It
I
might be a
think-
pointer.
That may be a clue. I have a feeling that they are
Bless you.
maybe a little more powerful than anything we've come up against
Yes.
so far.
Something's going on and I don't really know what to do about it. I'm only just telling you two because I don't tell Shadow when they're back. We've been taken. I assume it's the whole group.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
If
all of
the-
us
the
are taken
others
one by
go at
one.
some
Were
point.
you offered anything in return for your assistance? Were you asked to do a favor for them at all? Offer
I was-
something in return?
Taken to. Was I? No.
Well, for the
How much money was I given actually? Figure that out later.
yeah, you were definitely given some
I was
money.
given Can and asked to help with a thing that he needed doing.
What was that?
We needed to go to a what's a good word for it? Like a library nearby, and he needed help getting in. It had been ransacked when we got there. Everyone was dead apart from one. And in return for killing that thing, we got into the library, and that was quite a bit. Not quite sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to piece together at this stage that you seem to be taken on things that you'd either be well suited for or do personally relate to yourselves as well.
Interesting.
So I think we're working for this Calthazar chapter. Thrall.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we're being asked to do some dark biddings by proxy. I wasn't too sure about what I was being asked to do, but I hate to say it, I was given an offer I could not refuse, and I did not turn it down.
I got like 50 gold pieces. What was it? What did you get?
I was given this, and I pull out the map that I was given a long, long time ago, and it shows on the map of the continent where that black dragon stole all of our stuff, where their hideout is.
Oh, cool.
Sick.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who gave away something that I actually want back.
Yeah, mine grew back.
Oh, yeah.
I made a copy of mine.
Yeah.
I
was the
also
only one who
gave him something that you wanted.
What was
A
that?
gun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was the only one who gave away something that could not be replaced, and I do actually want back. So that was a pretty effective bargaining chip, and she was never going to say no to that.
Fair
so.
enough.
Oh.
I don't really know what to do. Let's see if Thrall Shadow learns any more on their journey. Bring this up to them.
Yeah, I guess.
And then I guess it's... We know the eyes are about. I checked, we're fine. Well,
Right.
but if we keep... Ask subtle questions, something that wouldn't raise suspicion.
Yeah, I
Try
think
and
it's...
get little bits out of them.
Yeah, I think it's very clear that someone is keeping an eye on us. We don't know why just yet, but I think
Ascension at some point.
we maybe are a little careful about the work we agreed to do.
Right.
I just killed something that was eating people's fists. But I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I that's objectively like an okay thing to do, I think.
Great sign of that.
I hope so.
Yeah, Rodeo was killing Shah cultists,
Oh yeah.
evil cultists of an evil god.
Yeah, there was a cult ritual thing going on that we had to stop.
Yeah, Coroner killed slime, gross
slime
orcs.
guy.
So yeah, it seems fine. However,
So far, it all sounds pretty cool.
I don't know. I feel like there's maybe something more of this.
Oh, that's all.
And if Thrall is trying to warn us about something, I think maybe. I don't know.
Y'all can just give me a intelligence check each.
Can I make it an insight check?
You can make an insight check.
Can I also do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
I rolled so many 10s today. That's a 17.
We got a 5.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration to do that again.
Four.
At advantage. That's worse. So that's a 15 though.
With a 15 and a 17, you guys start to piece together that while these have been missions that seem to be things that you guys would not only agree to, but things that were suitable for your skill set, you also see that something has been taken each time. At the Temple of Stonefell, a enormous chunk
Big
of one of the
stone
moons
things,
was taken. After you killed the orcs, you were initially sent there to take out the monster hunters, which had been actually killed by the orcs already. And yeah, Appleby, similarly, I believe you were sent to get a smaller moonstone of a different variety in your original quest to find the Eater of Faces. As you kind of like look at these things, similarly to what you're doing for Aldous, this seems to be someone is collecting some things.
Don't like that. Don't trust that.
I'm going to discuss a thing with you later, Al. Because I've just thought of something that I don't know if Coroner would have put together about metagaming, so
Okay.
I'll discuss it with you later.
Okay. You can still share it with the class.
Coroner, I think, will have just put together that, like, all of these other collecting stuff, like, we're working for this master, and we were sent to a monster hunter place to get into their library.
Yeah.
If Coroner will put together that maybe this character is a monster.
I think that would be a pretty easy thing to put together.
Cool, I will share that with class.
I hope I'm not the next one to get taken, because I have no idea what's going on, so I'm not asking any questions. Reed's going in blind.
Cool, yeah, so you kind of have this little huddle away while Reed schmoozes with the guests.
Just quick, shall we talk to everyone about it, or...?
We can do it in the morning when people aren't schmoozing and or
Getting railed.
schmoozing.
You hear some bumping coming from upstairs.
Let's cut to Quinn upstairs.
on a bearskin rug in front of the
I
fire.
hate how perceptive I am. There is something
Yeah, Coroner hears everything.
every...
Cool. Right.
I think if we have our little conversation,
Let's bring it up when...
we'll wait till Shadow comes
Shadow
back,
comes
and then
back.
they can share whatever they found, and then I think it's probably late enough at night that we're all gonna go to bed.
Nice. Yeah, as you certainly all go up to your room for the evening, you're met with a very finely furnished, in a minimalist, once again, a minimalist style, this perfectly white suite up on the top floor. Perfectly clean as well, you think, for a all-white room. As you kind of step on into it, you kind of, as you leave any muddy footprints, you just see as they're kind of cleaned as you go.
Wish my house did that.
As you are met with your nice suite, there is sort of a living area, like a sort of lounge area that meets you, and then there are 4 different rooms off to various sides. To settle in for the night, long resting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. As you, find your rooms, some of them double, some of them single beds. You'll manage to find somewhere to sleep. Zori already passed out in his little room, just in a fetal position, just up against the wall. As you all go to bed, you can hear the soft sounds of thudding from below. As we'll cut to the end of your appointment with Sashil. Yes, can I have a performance roll for you, as customary. Oh, from him as well. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's, 21.
Cool. It's just a 7 from Sashil, so you're definitely doing most of the work here.
Power bottom.
Fuck your brains out.
Nice.
power bot. Wake up for witching hour as per usual. I imagine he's fast asleep.
Yeah, he's like face down in the pillow, just like snoring away.
Just stand just like naked, like over the bed, looking at him, and I think Quinn just kind of like looks at their arm, looks at his, and I'm gonna turn into him and just see what happens.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
You do so, and as your arm kind of transfigures into his, you kind of do that bit almost slowly because you're a bit like sort of worried. You see as it takes the same form, and you can kind of feel the bit where there's nothing there on you. There is nothing there in this kind of whole bit that he has. You could kind of put your fingers through, and you feel that this is made up of some kind of the bone matter of your body. It's almost like a skeleton. For how it feels, it's almost like your arm is skeletal.
So it would like pass to like visual inspection, but physical inspection probably.
It's not that it wouldn't necessarily pass physical inspection, but if someone knew that they weren't feeling, if they knew what like metal or carbon fiber felt like, so in this city certainly that would be a harder deception to make, but someone else might feel a hard substance and just be like, oh, that's a weird material.
Turn back into their normal presenting form. Just do interesting, and I'll just do my spells.
Cool.
I'll also like I won't take anything, but I'll just like poke around his belongings just to see.
Cool.
Like, you know when you're at someone's house and they've got a medicine cabinet, and you're just like, oh, while I'm peeing.
Have a look.
I don't know that.
Just me who's that kind of freak.
I wonder where all my drugs are going.
So yeah, you kind of through his stuff, you kind of learn a bit about this guy. He's travelled to the city. You find his NDA signed there, dated like 1 day ago, and it seems like he travelled to the city specifically to get his arm replaced.
Oh damn! So does he have any indication of where he's from?
Yeah, he is from the Leviathan coast. He is from the city of Diano.
Oh.
You see a little.
Coast is south of.
Yes, it's the smallest kingdom in Ontrath, and it's just the kind of coast at the bottom of Nargoli, famed for its sailors. And actually, certainly, you see here, you find some of his medals and sort of badges of office, and he seems to have been at least a mid-level figure in the navy at some point.
Nice. I'm out in uniform, and I'll just. After I'm done with my spells, I'll get my clothes back on, go back up to our room,
Cool.
go to sleep, and then in the morning, I'm specifically going to come down as Shadow, so that there's no sign of me. Cool.
Interesting, cool.
I like that. Actually, I don't have any Shadow's clothes, so I'll come down as Tagon.
You would have Shadow's clothes technically, because like they would have probably been like brought with you.
Yeah, so I'll do Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be spare clothes.
Yeah.
And you've taken his trunk up to your room, so yeah.
Remember
lol.
next time he's wearing Shadow's clothes, because he's absolutely.
Yeah, you try back yourself. That's super baggy. Yeah, you do so. You come down as Shadow, as the lot of you come down in the morning, I presume.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
All right, morning.
You're presented with a pretty standard sort of continental breakfast at the bar. There's like a big tub of like it's not brilliant but okay scrambled eggs. There's like some pancakes in a dish.
Nice.
It's not brilliant, but it's fine.
You see Shadow really fumbling with like passing things. It's like, for any of you can come down.
So, yeah, you're.
Is slightly smaller as well, or can you just take his full size?
I think they still count as medium.
Yeah, they are still medium. Yeah,
As long as they count as medium, I can turn into them.
Yeah, nice.
just a big fucking
It'd be funny
boy.
if you were just slightly too small.
Yeah.
It's not perceptible normally, but yeah, it's like 1 centimeter in every dimension is smaller.
I'm really stretching to do this.
Your skin's going to be really loose when you turn back.
Excellent.
Cool. So yeah, as you come down in the morning, what would you guys like to do? You're in a brand new city in the Quench.
Job board, find some more rumours and stuff, get a selection of things, and maybe we can talk about and
Ask the guy at the bar if he knows where to head for like random odd jobs, bounty hunts, rats in the sewers.
Where do we go for like bounty hunting stuff and that? Innit? That's what Shadow sounds like.
Damn, a cool Cockney elephant.
Have to talk about Thrall.
Come back. What happened?
There's a notice board just down the road, actually.
Sam.
Can't miss it. It's labelled notice board.
We've got the notice board.
Cool. Yeah, you do so.
I'll be like, separate question. Are there any like nature bits? You got like parks or
There's a big forest outside.
out the city?
Yeah, at the sea.
Nice. Anything in the city?
Not really.
Cool. Thank you.
Is the forest safe?
Are you, or do you know a Forge Titan pilot?
A Forge Titan pilot's just a friend you haven't met yet.
While that may be true, that sounds like a no. So I'm going to say it's not the safest place in the world.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
I turn back in myself as you get down the street.
Cool.
Really baggy clothes.
You do, yeah. You've got these clothes sloshing around you as you hit the notice board.
So quickly, take it in, tie it, and fold it.
Could y'all each give me a D20 check, please?
Yes. Let's get some things to discuss next time.
Dan pre-warned us to session saying he was going to roll his dice like a maniac.
I can see on my dice right there.
Kane, what did you get? 2. Cool. You see as you approach this perfectly square steel, very like clean and hard-edged notice board. You see stamped in one corner a help wanted. At the, funnily enough, at the Steamstone Tavern, there's been reports of a theft. I didn't think this one through.
I know, here we go.
Go back into it. Oh, I forgot to put that up there.
Fuck's sake.
I've been robbed.
Yeah, there's been a robbery at the Steamstone Tavern, and yeah, they're many of their supplies have gone missing over the last few weeks.
Cool.
That's why I mentioned that. That's why
Orange God, no, but it's still the root juice.
Dan, what did you get?
I got a 14 that time.
You got a 14 this time. Cool. You see a advert for an event that is about to happen. It is called the Golem's Wardrobe Fashion Show.
Sorry, what?
The Golem's Wardrobe Fashion Show. And a well-known boutique, the Golem's Wardrobe, is hosting a magical fashion show. And they are looking for help to coordinate the event and make sure everything runs smoothly.
Scratch all the other.
That one. The backstory that they love clothes, so that's just perfect.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Appleby, 15. Cool. You see an advert for another event. This one called the Clockwork Festivale, and it is an advert for security for the event. And it reads: as the Clockwork Festivale approaches, the city seeks extra hands to bolster security and prevent any untoward incidents.
How long to the Festivale?
The Festivale is in 2 days.
Oh god! You could say time for the Festivale.
Yeah,
Nice.
love a little festival.
And the fashion show is the day before that as well. So in 1
Top of
month's
the day.
time.
Yeah. Let's stock them up.
Get the theft today. Thief today.
I have to play the festival.
Coroner.
I got a 19.
A 19. Roll again twice, please.
Ooh.
I'm perceptive. I got a 16 and a 12.
You got a 16 and a 12. So with the 12, you see another notice. There is a missing sign here, and you see as it says a scholar from the Cog and Quill bookshop has gone missing. They need you to follow the trail and try and uncover their fate.
Nice. And with the
Oh, and the 19. You see something that is buried under a few of the different notices here, but it does kind of pluck your eye as you see an eye on this document, an eye that is pretty familiar to you, a crimson eye in the corner of one of the sheets. As you push a few of the other adverts out of the way to find this thing, you see a large image of Faisal on the sheet saying information wanted above him. It says to report to the office of the Red Gallant, which it gives an address for in this city. And you also see smaller depictions of crude drawings of the 6 of you at the bottom, which simply says known associates.
We're famous.
Rip that one up.
just had a ballot told us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And Rodeo.
I got 14 as well.
You got a 14 as well. You could roll again. So that would be the fashion show.
14 again? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Fashion show.
Oh my god! Okay, fuck it, we're going to the fashion
I'm
show.
destined to be queen of the ball. A 1.
Oh, nice, okay. Cool.
You're kidnapped and taken to the fashion
Yeah,
show.
I have to go.
It's like, it's help wanted. Renowned gnomish tinkerer seeks someone to escort delicate clockwork automaton across city.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that.
That's easy, yeah.
And go to the fashion show.
Yes. You can do all of these.
Yeah.
Cool, we've got a busy schedule for the next couple of days, lads. Also, don't get recognised, I guess.
Fuck it.
Well, weirdly enough, I could actually take a form and go and sell
Give bad
information.
That's a good point. What was Quinn's drawing?
Sort of like a...
Just a big question mark.
Yeah, sort of like just a vague outline of
Someone
a
in a
humanoid,
shirt.
Alright,
basically, yeah.
Sweet.
But the ones that are really noticeable is you see the jester's hat. These are like literally like thumbnail size. So you see like a guy with a jester's hat, a guy with a beaked face, coroner. You see a very small looking creature, a dragonborn, sort of human.
They're just images. They don't have names.
No, that's like I guess like sort of like the border at the bottom almost is just like the images of the six of you, and then the big image in the middle is just Faisal, quite plainly depicted in the middle that just says information wanted. And you see this red eye, very similar to the ones you've seen on Gallant communications before.
Just for peace of mind, I'll look through my rune tip staff at it just to see if there's any like secret writing or anything.
The rune begins to glow red as you look through it. The symbol of the eye.
I'll cast the gaze up to any other pieces of paper to see if there's any eye on anything else, or if this is just
I kind of scan through. Doesn't seem to be.
playing it safe.
Yeah, nice.
Get it down.
Good thinking, good drinking. Does anyone have that original Gallant letter as well?
Oh,
It's okay if you don't.
The one direct division. Right?
Yes, yeah. It's all right if you don't, but I just couldn't find it earlier. I was looking to copy the symbol down, but I couldn't.
Oh, I've got the symbols.
You've got the symbols? Oh, cool.
I
just wanted to get it right.
Because I believe that they used a couple of different variations of symbols, I believe.
We're looking for symbols. If you're looking for symbols,
and Gallants are in town. That's one. I've been thinking about Paladin Damatesk every session since you got away.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, I know.
He's very much on the other end of the map.
As far as
At
we
the moment,
know,
true.
And we don't know what
he's
They
somewhere.
had a teleportation crystal, didn't they?
Yeah, and we don't know what he looks like.
He's somewhere between
Sorry?
Rhea Priz
We
and the
don't know
gold.
what he looks like.
Did he have a helmet on the whole
Yeah,
time?
yeah. I never got. I was trying so desperately to get a look at his face, but I never did.
Wow.
We don't even know what he looks like. Yeah, could be anyone.
Probably some kind of elvish.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, I've got on my left page these
Thanks.
symbols.
Yeah. Okay.
I might have more, but see what made two by.
Yep. Cool.
Got it down.
Cool. Yeah. So you see. As it says, it has any information. Please take to the office of the Red Gallant, and has an address on it.
Cool. Right, well, we've got many leads there. We have. I mean, Davon's there.
yeah.
You go ask there.
Yeah.
Walk back into the.
Hear about the theft, are we?
He just
We've
wanted us-
unlocked that dialogue tree.
just wanted us to have
Let's
a
go to the
house
notice
for
board
5 minutes.
first, guys.
It's like when you play.
Someone
a
mentioned
game
you.
before.
Someone mentioned you had a theft tip. Like, oh yeah, put us on the notebook. Yeah, can you tell me about that? I really need you to go to the
You gotta do that bit
Go to
first.
the press A, notice board, and then come back.
All the information's there and just says ask at the bar.
you found the note. I don't make the rules of this universe, just please.
Cool, yeah. As you go back to the bar, you see as Dungarth's shift is just sort of starting again. He's like, yeah, no, it's pretty bad stuff. Had some of our best barrels taken from the basement.
Oh, no. From the basement.
Yeah, from the basement.
Not really good access to the basement.
Nope, just me, Marcy, and Catherine.
What?
You, Marcy, and Catherine.
Yeah.
And do you suspect any of them?
Well, Marcy and Catherine are the owners, so they don't really have any reason to be robbing themselves, and
It's you.
Arrest him.
well, you figured it out. All you have to do is go to the notice board.
So it is you. It's you.
It's not me.
Insight.
Yeah, give me the.
Oh.
You touched my 10 cursed dice.
That's going to be.
It was a 10.
It was a
I
10.
remember, yeah.
Cool. 13.
Cool. He crit fails on his persuasion, so you really can't get a good read off this guy. But yeah, he seems confused.
Was it Dungar
He's
Marcy,
Dungarth, and he's Dungarth Litchfield.
Well,
No, wait.
No,
No, that was the other guy.
Oh,
Fuck,
so many
that-
Litchfields.
sorry, it's Dungarth Vortham.
Mother and Hagar.
And what were the other two? Marcy and what's her face?
Marcy and Catherine.
Oh yeah, I love having got Catherine.
Yeah.
What that freak? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, my friends Dungarth, Marcy, and oh, yeah.
This Catherine.
We love a rich fantasy narrative.
Yeah.
Well, I think the obvious
How-
choice is to incapacitate one of them for several days, see if the thefts continue, and if they do, you know who it was.
Look at this crime scene.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah, I
get
got a
plan
couple
B?
questions.
Sure.
Gets a little sheriff's notebook out.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is your thing.
Here we fucking go.
Yeah.
Is it just the one entrance down into the basement? I
Uh,
assume under lock and key.
There's a delivery entrance and an entrance just down here, and he kind of like points behind the bar, and there's like a little hatch to go down.
Both locked.
Both locked.
Any sign of tampering, break-in?
Not that we could tell. That was why we put the notice up. But yeah, they just keep stealing our drinks, really.
How regularly?
Once a month or so.
Once a month, maybe. Any specific kinds of drinks? Is it mostly the fuel-based beverages? Is it the alcohol? Is
They
it-
definitely seem to favour the alcoholic ones, and especially our strongest stuff.
So either a bunch of drunks or bootleggers. Bootleggers? Bootleggers.
Bootleggers.
Some level of skill if they can get in and out without busting those locks.
Or a key.
Or some. How many keys in possession?
There's
One for each of y'all.
one for each of us for each entrance, so there's 6 keys in total.
And I assume kept on your person at all times.
He kind of like pulls them up, and he's got like a ring of keys that also have all the room keys on them.
Ever in the middle of the night just heard a strange, like, one-time knocking sound? Like that.
Yeah, we checked for that, but doesn't seem to have been so mundane. Or more mundane, and it was simply picked by someone very skilled. But yeah, as far as we could tell, there wasn't magical traces.
While we were in town for a while, for a small knock off our room price, I'd happily spend my evenings down in the cellar. I don't need to sleep, so I can quietly sit in the corner and keep an eye out to see if anyone comes in.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll talk to Marcy and Catherine about that.
We're going to be in the cellar, let's put at least one other with them just in case.
Yeah, I'd like to go down and have a look now. If that's alright.
You should also do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out now.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I'm more than happy to do a shift with you or something.
Let me just get one of the others. And he kind of like grabs one of the other wait staff, and they just like start manning the bars. He takes you down into the basement, and you see kind of before you a similarly kind of like scaled room to the room above, pretty large. Again, all brushed steel, and you see this one wall that has just barrels and barrels piped into it, leading into the bottom part of that kind of system of pipes that leads up behind the bar. And you see on the other side of the room seems to be under the delivery entrance, where barrels are clearly taken down from street level down into this basement area.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to try and perceive anything.
Cool.
Seems unusual.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
So I'm gonna investigate. I'm specifically want to investigate. You said there was like the machine apparatus.
Yeah.
I want to not play with anything, but like investigate, see if anything there's been tampered with, siphoned off, etc., etc.
Cool. Yeah. Nice.
Help to that would be.
I only got a 9.
Only got no. Okay. Yeah.
Efficiency
I really wish
investigation.
Shadow was here right now.
Sorry about
Yeah.
The one person who knows how to pick locks. Great if he was here to help me with this. But never mind.
We can always come back later.
Yeah, that is true.
Nat 20.
Nice. On just an investigation check.
Investigation specifically on the apparatus. We have Nat 20 total 27.
Cool. Yeah. You look towards the apparatus and seems very complicated, but very well made at the same time. You see that this is effectively a master crafted sort of tavern situation, you see is just barrels and barrels of different fluids are pumped up through these pipes, and it is all very meticulously arranged, sort of like when you see the back of a server room where all the cables have been organized very, very nicely. You get that kind of vibes from this. As you kind of are looking along the barrels and you're kind of checking for tempering, you don't notice anything specifically about this area, but you see kind of like noticing the ones that are running low definitely seems to be the more alcoholic beverages. You kind of turn to look at where the alcohol is sort of kept in the storage area in the corner, and as you're looking around there, you do find between kind of wedged between two barrels, as if it had been caught there, just a short tuft of fur.
And just I'll pull this up. Anyone able to identify this? Either from I have good knowledge. Can anyone also identify what animal or creature this might be from? Is this cat fur? Is this? And I'll kind of move it towards. I know you turn into a lot of animals. You have spent a lot of time, like, I imagine cowboying out on the plains.
Yeah.
You've been around telling stories. I'll kind of show you guys primarily. I'm not very good at nature, but
Carlos just in the background.
I'm not actually amazing at nature.
I don't know if you've got expertise in animals.
Reed, you can give me
appear to be
a nature check advantage.
The alopecia.
Yeah, if you've got animal handling, you can have that at advantage, I'd say.
Check his bones. There are none.
Yeah, anyone can give me an animal handling or a nature check.
Oh, I've got animal handling.
Cool.
Might as well go nature. It's a crit fail.
Oh, that's a 7, Chief.
Okay.
It's not got bones.
Okay.
I can tell you that for free.
It's not got bones.
23.
23, nice.
23 nature.
What?
Nice.
High five.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Didn't roll? Cool. The two of you work out sort of together that this appears to be scaled for the fur of what appears to be a medium or larger creature. And just from your kind of investigations, you think this is probably the fur of a tabaxi.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a kitty.
Big cat.
Big cat.
What colour is the fur?
It's quite like almost like a blondish, beigeish kind of colour.
Where was he? Sorry?
Tawny indeed. Wedged between two barrels, like it had been caught there.
Snags. Okay, interesting.
Take it to the back.
Can I... While they're investigating with the apparatus and stuff, I'm going to check both of the doors.
Okay.
Having a look at the locks. Probably more interested about the delivery hatch because it just makes more sense rather than trying to sneak in behind the bar.
Absolutely. Give me, what are you proficient in that you might use here?
My investigation is great. I've got pretty good insight, but I don't know if I can wangle that.
What I'd say is you could certainly try and give the situation like an overall kind of think using insight, just trying to
Yeah, or like she's done a lot of cases before.
Yeah.
So I think her way of solving problems like this is to be like, have I seen patterns like this before?
Yeah.
And try and figure it out that way of like, oh, okay, there's scratches on the floor in this area. I know that probably means something was like pulled away from the wall or something.
Yeah.
Based on like previous crime scenes that she's looked at.
Cool.
Like that.
Yeah. Give me an insight roll just to see how you can sort of determine
Based on her long memories of solving crimes. Oh, yes, please. That's a 21.
21. Nice. You kind of, after this hair is taken from between these barrels, you kind of start to get a nice mind image of what might have gone on here.
My mind palace.
As you see kind of above these barrels, there's not an entrance per se, but you see a small vent above where these barrels are kept. Too small, you'd think, for most creatures to be able to get in and out of. As you kind of look up towards them, you do see some scratch marks on the wall around it that would appear to have been caused by a creature trying to squeeze in or out of this vent.
Would I fit?
You would definitely fit,
Get
through
up
the
in
bars.
there, see what you can find.
Yeah! I'm going in.
Cool, nice, you do
Just
so.
without context, just like, Reed, get in the hole.
Yep. I'll just start following it up.
Cool, you go through this vent. It's pretty small, but yeah, for you, it's a fine space to hover on through. As it leads you through a couple little twists and turns, you just go up through what appears to be a normal sort of vent out onto street level.
Are there scratches all the way up, or just like?
Give me a. Actually, no check needed here. So you're kind of like going through it. Yeah, you do see what appears to be claw marks through this vent.
Okay.
Oh.
Well.
Found a way of entry.
Well.
Found it. Case closed.
When was the last theft?
If
If it's once a month-ish.
That was about 3 weeks ago or so. So we're due one.
Okay.
I have a small suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I can be invisible, and I could also fit up the vent. So I don't mind lurking down here with you.
Did you steal all of this?
I wasn't
3 weeks
here.
before we
Arrest
got
him.
I was with you some time ago. Yeah, no, so I was thinking I could lurk down here, and then when it arrives, I'll just like, invisible, follow it out. Follow it home, tell where it lives, and then we go, bust them up.
Not a bad shout. I was gonna, that or like if we take shifts with this,
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I don't need comfort, but you can shout out and swap around.
Yeah, we know probably how they've gotten in.
Yep.
Doesn't necessarily explain how barrels have gotten out yet.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
guess you can get in. Probably easier to open the door from inside without. Can you open the door, the hatch from the inside?
The lock-
quickly?
From
It's
the lock for
flat.
the hatch leading out, the lock is on the inside.
Okay, so you do need a key.
You need to be inside to unlock it.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So
ooh,
just-
interesting.
Or
Okay.
was it literally the barrels missing or just the liquid?
They have said that the barrels are missing, which is
Okay, so
which
yeah,
is why you
I
think
can assume the vent is not big enough for a barrel.
absolutely not. Which is why you think this might have been missed before as to a possible entrance and exit is
Okay.
because a barrel
Unless they
definitely
can
wouldn't fit out there.
Bag of holding?
Could do it.
Certainly a possibility.
Magic is a
Well,
thing.
I thought possibly they were pouring all the liquid into a bag of holding, but if the barrels are actually going as well,
Yeah, the barrels
it's probably
themselves
some
are
kind of like
vanishing.
cart situation.
Okay,
to
so
get
they're
the
not
bag.
Well,
actually-
it's the entrance of the bag holding isn't the side of the barrel, is it?
We could even just like
I don't know.
stake out to the back alley for a night, like have a couple of people inside, someone in the vent, someone in the alley, someone on a floor above, getting like I could even do circles on a broom,
True.
get a bird's eye.
Yeah, I think a stakeout when it gets close to the couple of nights where we think they might come again, especially if it's. Does it match up with like new shipments coming in or anything like that? Is it like, new supplies come in one day and then like 2 days later they vanish?
It's usually about a week or so after we get our supply run, so we do think they come when we're fully stocked.
Okay. So we could probably time it quite well.
Have we asked if he knows Tabaxi?
I've obviously met a few in my time, but I don't know.
Kind of.
Any that come frequent this place? Come round here recently?
Any
3 weeks ago,
rival
maybe?
business owners?
I've got an idea.
Not that I could think of, but all solid ideas. But
The stuff they're taking, is it like the most valuable stuff in here?
it's certainly a lot of our alcoholic beverages, which
Bait barrel. And I'll just live in it a bit.
Well, unrelated
That
to the
could work.
case.
That could work with this. Rather than apprehending them here at the scene of the crime, why don't we let them load up a barrel,
Follow them to where they're
put a
taking
hole
it?
in the barrel so the liquid drips out, and they create a trail that we can just follow back to wherever they're going. Maybe if you're inside a barrel, you can just from inside pop a little thing out.
Yeah. Oh, I can grow spikes. That would work. Yeah. It's a spell called grow spike.
I think it's called spike growth.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reed has written down most spells incorrectly.
Cool. As you kind of make this plan in this basement, watched over by Dungarth, I think that's where we're going to close today's session out
We're gonna do a stakeout.
for the day. You're going to stake out a
We're gonna
crime.
go to a fucking fashion show.
Yes!
Yeah,
And then a
nice.
festivale.
And then possibly a festivale.
Oh my
Ah,
god,
that would
you
be cool.
guys.
It's almost like I planned this to happen. So yeah, thank you very much to you, the viewers, for watching this session of Ellseworld. Thanks for waiting around. No, it's been a while since we've had a sesh, but as I said, you can catch up with everything on YouTube at the moment. This one will be going up as soon as I have time to upload that.
Shout out to Gaunties and Red Velvet Muncher for being so active in chat.
Cheers,
Thanks
guys.
for being here.
And to Ferrets as well, who was pretty active at the beginning as well. But
She's
yeah,
not here now.
yeah, she ain't. And thanks to our patrons and our lovely followers.
In chat.
Yeah, we do only like you if you're in chat, so if you want to be liked, you know where to be. Yeah. Thank you very much to my lovely players. Thank you very much to, all the viewers.
Patrons.
And
My
yeah,
lovely DM.
well, thank you. And we'll see you next time. I think next week is going to be some pirates,
Yeah.
and then the week after should be back to
Oh,
Elseworld.
next week might be a big pirates and all.
It might be a big pirates and all. You heard that. There's probably going to be a Tales of Elseworld at some point between this and the next session as well, because Cal isn't here, and we get to see the lovely Phoebe back playing Thrall. So
Find out a bit more.
yeah, indeed. So yeah, that's where we're going to wrap today. Thank you very much, everybody. We will be back next week, as I said, with some pirates. But until then, go lay down upon your mossy bed, get a good long rest, and stay grovy, everybody.
Heal yourself.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, wait. The touch portal's not working now.
that's
So you're going to be.
Buy yourself some toe gloves.
Yeah.
Foot gloves, sock gloves.
Bye, everybody. Oh wait, no.
I'm not going to look forward to
I'm just going to have to do it manually.
No.
It's going to be very...